Hey everybody, welcome back to the Readiness channel. Some years ago I built this raised tub container garden for growing vegetables in my yard. Going to this raised container garden simplified the process for me in my small yard. It really is a very simple and successful way to go about this. But after several years, my soil has decomped to the point where it's tightened up, wasn't draining very well, and a lot of the nutrients have gone out of it. So today's video is simply about how I'm going to refresh all this garden soil without having to buy all new bags of it. Many of you know how expensive a lot of this stuff is getting. I do know that everybody's needs are going to be a little bit different. In my case here, the soil has got really tight, so my particular needs are two things. The first step I'm going to do is add a bag of simple compost. Mix here has a lot of larger chunks of wood and decomposing material, and I think that being added to our mix here is going to help with the drainage. This garden mulch has a coarser grind than the garden potting mix that I've used, and I think that's going to help this tight soil drain well again, as well as add some needed nutrients back into this tired old soil. Okay, the next step that I'm going to do is add some biology back into this tired old soil, and I bought this product called Remix from a company called Green As It Gets. Now, this is a local product manufactured in my area. It may not be available where you are, but I'm sure you'll be able to find something comparable to it. The instructions the owner of the company told me was to add about 10% of this to each pot, so I'm going to add roughly around a quarter to a half of this bag, and I'll have another half available for next year when I need to recharge the soil again or add some biology back into the soil. Lastly, I'm going to add a organic fertilizer. What that's going to do is just replace a little bit more of the nutrients that have leached out of the soil over the years, and that'll help us grow very productive and successful vegetables in our garden this season. Another thing we can do with our soil is take a simple pH tester like this and just do a test on it and see where we're at on the scale. Some plants like blueberries and other things you might want to grow need a different pH than, say, a garden tomato. So this is a good step to do, I think. Know what you're growing and what you're growing it in, and you'll have a lot more success with your garden. Okay, and I'm right where I want to be for an all-around vegetable garden. I know inevitably somebody's going to say you need to compost. Well, I think that's true. The cost of all this stuff has risen to the point where it's becoming a little bit hard to justify economically. So I think I will build a compost bin here in my property in the future. Some of the methods that I've tried in the past I wasn't too happy with, and I'll talk more about that. I think we'll make a video about that when that time comes. All right, we've got our garden containers back into the area where they're set up to do their thing during the summertime. Now all I have to do is put in my automatic irrigation that we built for these things. Okay, now we're in business for our garden this summer. Now all I have to do is start our garden seeds for the vegetables that we want to grow, which I'm in the process of doing right now. Hey everybody, thanks for watching today's video. If you appreciate the content that we provided for you in today's video, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. Those things help us out building the channel. And remember, as always, get ready so that you and your family can succeed and thrive. Appreciate the comment, yeah.